Greetings, beloved, and welcome back to another episode of the Crochet in Agreement podcast. Today is Monday, May the 15th, and this is episode number 38. Hi there, I'm Melissa, and I'm coming to you from the northern Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. I crochet and knit prayer blankets, chemo caps, and prayer shawls for the sick, and I stand in agreement for their complete healing through Jesus Christ. This channel is by Him, for Him, and because of Him. I also hand dye yarns. I have an Etsy shop if you would like to go over and check out what I have. I dye not just wool, but I also dye cotton and acrylic, and I also like to custom dye. So if you're interested, the link is down below, and go on over to my Etsy shop and check that out. I want to first off give a big thank you for all of my new subscribers. I've gotten a couple here lately, and I'm so happy to have you here. And those of you who are returning, I am very happy to have you guys back as well. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. And any comments you might have, any questions, I love hearing from you guys. And if you can share this out, that would be appreciated as well. And if this is your first time here, I would love for you to stick around. There might be some really cool things you're interested in. If you like crocheting and knitting and yarn dyeing, then you might want to stick around. Hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a video. So in this episode, this is the one much anticipated. It's all about socks. So that's probably what I'm going to call it, all about socks, because I have not done anything other than socks, whether it be yarn dyeing for socks or making socks or thinking about yarn dyeing and making socks. I've got some ideas in the works as well. So I cannot wait to show you guys. I said something in last Thursday's live, which those of you who do not know, I have a live dye every Thursday. Sometimes life gets in the way, but I try to make it every Thursday at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's completely unedited. It's a live, so crazy things sometimes happen. Like last week, I had a massive yarn barf, but I made it through and everything turned out okay. In fact, if you check out my community post, I posted the result of Thursday's live. In fact, it was crazy because I was so excited for this yarn that as soon as it was done, as soon as it was ready to be washed, I washed it, I spun dried it until it was practically already dry. And then I went ahead and put it back on I had two swifts separated like 25 feet apart. I put it back on them and rehanged it back up. And by the time I rehanged it into a regular hang, it was dry enough to go into a cake. And I have a cat sitting on packaging material. So that's what that crinkling sound is if you hear it. He loves paper. Cats love paper. But I'm going to pop in that picture in case any of you did not see the picture I posted on my community post. Here that is. Okay, my bad. It wasn't my community post. It was a short. So that is what the yarn looked like, and I'm so proud of it. So, did I take a picture of it caked up? I don't think I did, but I'm getting ready to show you what it looks like caked up and knitted up. Okay, you guys ready? And plus, if you remember also, I said something Thursday about some sock yarn that I found in my stash. Some of it I knew I had because it was already up here, but some of it I totally forgot about. So let's dive into my sock yarn collection. And I'm also finally going to be getting a package from Hobby Wednesday. I ordered it 2 weeks ago. They've been really busy. They sent me an email and they're like, don't panic, we haven't forgot about you. It's like a form letter, but you know, letting everybody know we've been super duper busy, we're backed up, you'll get your package, you know, as soon as we can. I totally get that. This is actually or at least for a sock yard, I guess this is like a popular time for people to start making socks. So I don't know if it was technically my order or just orders in general, but they were busy and I totally get it. Not a problem. But it's supposed to be here in 2 more days on Wednesday, so that'll be another video coming up soon. So let's get right to it. First, I'm going to show you what Thursday's live dye looks like. Okay, let me get it out of my pretty little Bridget bag here. I've still got everything tucked away in my tub. Even though I said I need Bridget bags so I can get it out of my tub, everything's still in the tub. It's just in Bridget bags in the tub. So first, here is what Thursday's live dye looks like caked up. How pretty is that? And if you'll remember, I hanged it up into, they were 25 feet apart, so it was technically a 50-foot loop. And I did, I think it was like 4.5, it was like, I forget how many inches it was of the burgundy. Actually, it's berry cherry. And then I've done 3.5 of the yellow, and then 2, I think, of the speckle. The speckle ended up being a lot smaller than the others, of course. That's what I intended. But this is what I have so far. And I'm going to knit a few more rows before I take a picture. But I'm going to get a picture of this also and post it after I show you right here. But this is what we're looking like. I have 20 rounds of 1x1 knit purl ribbing there. And then I don't know how many rows I have so far. Just knit stitches. That's a little string. I think that came from the Bridget bag, actually. There. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? And look at the stripes. I love, love, love it. So in hindsight, I wish I would have made the burgundy. I'm wanting to say burgundy. It's berry cherry, berry crush, sorry. In hindsight, I wish I had made that a little bit smaller, but I like it that thick. There are 11, I counted it, there are 11 rounds. This stripe makes 11 rounds of the berry crush. And I forgot, let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of, that's ivory. It's yellow, but it's called ivory. So it's 7 of the ivory, 1 or 2. Some areas there's 1 round of the speckle, and then some areas there's 2. So 1 or 2 of the speckled. And that's what that turned out like. I'm really happy with that. So I'm learning. I'm not quite ready to put that in my shop yet, but as far as that colorway. But I'm almost at the perfection, like where I want it to be. I've got tons of ideas. Like I said, I've either been making socks, dyeing for socks, or thinking about making and dyeing for socks. So okay, so next sock, I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if you can see it hanging. Yeah, you can sort of see a little bit of it right there. Ignore the cat, please. So I finished my second Coastal Stripes Coastal Stripes colorway. It is Pat's Croy. There is my second one, which looks so much better than let me show you my first one again, which my first one was my very, very, very first sock ever. So there's the first one. So yes, I have a complete pair of socks. How awesome is that? And no, I did not try to get them to match, but I mean, that's fairly close. I started, when I finished the first one, I just went ahead and started knitting the second one. It did not color control at all. So, wow. Okay, that is the completed set there. So let me move on. I'm trying to remember what you guys have seen and what you have not. So I'm just gonna, I'll probably just put text on the screen because I can't remember. But here is this is Premier Wool-Free sock, which doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. But it's gorgeous. This is for the baby. I'm trying to hold my tub and the yarn at the same time. But this I am making for the baby. I love how that stripes up. In fact, I want to be able to make this section like that with the, either I want them the stripes up and down or diagonal like that. But this is going to be, I put stitch markers where I want to put the heel because I am going to try my very first afterthought, because I found out that afterthought heels are best when you're using self-striping yarn. So wish me luck on that one. I'm so determined to do it that whatever I have to do, I will make it happen. Okay, I'm digging. I haven't worked on this sock for a couple days. Now the cats are gonna play with each other. Don't mess with my tripod. Go, go, go. Okay, so this one, like I said, I don't remember where I was last time, but this is the first sock yarn I dyed for myself. No idea where I was last time, but I have made it. I could be the same spot I was last time and not know, but I've made the heel gusset, heel turn, the decrease. Yes, I have done the decrease, so now I am just working on the foot. That's how that is coming along. This is Cloudborn sock twist, and I love this. I may have to buy more of this later. This is so soft, and it's not too thick. It's not as thick as the Patons Croy. I love, love, love it. Isn't that gorgeous? My Ellie Lewa stitch marker. So pretty. But I did a terrible job on the ribbing. I couldn't see the stitches. Let me show you that side. Could not see the stitches. So I mean, down here I did fine, but up here it was like, well, next sock will look better. And let me see here. So I had, let me find it. I have so much stuff laying here now. Okay, so I had, do you guys remember when I had to rehank for, it was during that my long live dye of 4 hours and something, I had to rehang some DK wool for an order for the Sisters of the Heart colorway. Well, I took the remaining 50 grams and dyed it up, and I was working on, still working on, but I've been doing the self-striping idea for a while now, so I tried, I think I showed you guys this. This is a better view. Trying to make self-striping yarn. It's a process and I'm learning, but I decided to go ahead and cast on. This is just DK white wool, no nylon. And I just decided to cast on for some socks for the baby, just for sleeping. like it's going to be warm. So I'll probably make them bigger, longer for when this winter. But that's what I decided to do with this yarn. So that's where I am. I think I did like 8 rows of ribbing, that's all I ever do. One day I'll do, you know, something different than one knit, one purl, but I have done all of the ribbing I'm going to do, and I think it was about 8 rows. So there is that one. And I did believe that is all. It sounds crazy, but that doesn't sound like near enough. I think that's all the socks I have on needles right now. I'm looking, and I do not see any more. If I happen to find any that I don't know about, I'll pop in another video here, but I'm pretty sure that is it. So next, I'm going to show you guys what I dug up out of my stash. Okay, so this one I've already talked about in my last video. This is also Cloudborne, but this is the one that I had crazy, like 6 hours worth of, I talked about this on my live. I had 6 hours worth of untangling and cutting and knotting. So this is full of knots, not knots, but tied together. So it's just sitting on my sock yarn shelf. I mean, I've got plenty right now, but that doesn't mean I won't start anymore. But I think this is actually going to look very good. I just wish it did not tangle up because I picked it up the wrong way. And yeah. And I actually caked it wrong. A lot of things I wished I would have done differently, and I wish I would have made a video about it, but I will chronicle all of this stuff from now on. In fact, I am in the process of setting up a members thing for those of you guys that are interested in learning about all the ins and outs of dyeing. I mean, some of you might just want to the heck with how it's done. I just like pretty yarn and I want to make stuff with it. I totally get that. I'm totally obsessed with figuring this out. Whatever it takes. Math, I'm not good with math, but I will figure it out because I'm determined and I love it and I'm obsessed with it. So I will figure this stuff out. So I'm actually going to do a membership thing where I will show stuff like that. The math and the mistakes and all of that stuff. So so that you guys don't have to deal with it if you don't. You don't really have to watch any of my stuff if you don't want to, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna get it. So that's where I am with this one. This one was a little bit of a boo-boo, but keep practicing. This is just something I was playing with. I think this is about, I showed this one too, the little 20-some gram, if that. I don't think it's, no, it's not that much. 10, 12. So that's just playing with, but still pretty. And those 2 colors and then speckles. This was the one that I said, another goof, but it's just acrylic. I'm just playing with self-striping, not necessarily sock yarn, but I put it on my shelf for some reason. Now, let's get to, these are what I already had. These were actually right here with my hand-dyed. All of this here on this shelf is hand-dyed, whether it's by me or Ice or Yikes, or, you know, other companies. But this is from Amy's Trinket Shop, which I picked up these hanks. Let me show you the Amy's Trinket Shop. Let me, what else does it say? In Reisterstown, Maryland. I got this at the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. And it is 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, 2-ply fingering 100 grams, 463 yards. Colorway is Ming. Hand wash, cold water, dry flat. I got that, like I said, at the Fiber Festival. That colorway is Ming, and this one does not have a colorway. This one is Ming. This one does not show a colorway. Interesting. But these are both sock yarn. I was planning on making 2 pair. You know what I'm thinking. Heel, sock, toe, contrast. One solid with this, or one, you know what I'm saying. Cuff, heel, and toe with this, and then the sock with that, and then the other pair vice versa. So this was some that I already had, that I knew I had, and it was up there, but now it's over here. I'm gonna put these aside. I'm gonna make a mess, and I'll have to clean up after myself later, but that's okay. This also from Ice, as you can see, hand-dyed sock merino. 75% superwash merino wool, 25% polyamide. And of course their colorways are always weird. It is just, I don't know if 68867 is the colorway. It just says hand-dyed sock. M-E-R-I, merino, but they left off the O. But this is also sock yarn, so that goes with the sock yarn that was already there as well. Now, all of this stuff I've found in my stash. I'm not going to take too long. Go sort of as fast as I can. But I had totally, I think this is, yeah. I had totally, well, not totally forgotten, but this was some Loops and Threads wool like. And it's so sad that some of this stuff is discontinued, and I don't know why, but it's hard to find sock yarn, or at least that's not wool. This is Loops and Threads wool like, and this is the colorway Rose. And okay, there it is. It is 85% acrylic and 15% nylon. Now, yeah, since it is a size 1, I don't know why it would not work for socks. That's what I had bought it for. This was way before. I mean, I had a sock knitting loom, and that just did not work out for me whatsoever. So this was my intentions, was to make, you know, the cuff, heel, and toe in one, and then the rest of the sock in another. So these two I have. Rose, and this one is mauve. So those I kind of knew I still had. I sort of forgot about them. I did not know that I had these two. These are the Serenity socks. Everybody's familiar with those. The Deborah Norville, the Premier Deborah Norville Serenity sock. Again, this is, wait, I'm sorry. Not again. This is actually, well, it's partially wool. It's 50% superwash merino wool, 25% rayon from bamboo, and 25% nylon. I have 2 of those. So, I'm almost thinking when I'm ready to try knee socks is what I'm thinking about this. Perhaps. But, I'm trying to remember. I think you can still get this. I can't remember right offhand. And here is, let me see, how many more do I have? Okay, here's 3 more, 4 more. Okay, I think that's it. Yes. So, these are all Deborah Norville Serenity socks. And let me see if they're all the same. Bamboo, yeah, 50, bamboo, yep, they're all the same. But these 4 I found. And I had totally, completely forgot about these. Completely forgot. I am thinking that I probably bought this one, but I'm thinking that these were donated, because there was a time I was getting lots of donations, including sock yarn. But I was so excited to find these, because, you know, I'm looking for something that's not just super washable nylon. There's bamboo in those, so they're crazy soft. Okay, so here we have Perfect Pair from Loops and Threads. And yet I'm not giving these skein sizes. The Serenity socks are only 50 grams each. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Including this one. Okay, maybe it won't be knee socks. Let's see. Yeah, that's 50 grams as well. Well, at least I have 2, so they can at least be not shorty socks. But this one is 100 grams. Perfect Pair. And this is the colorway River. And look at the details. Okay, so 100 grams. So here we go. 70% acrylic, 23% viscose from bamboo, and 7% polyester. Looking for the stretch. Let me hold it up so you can see too. It's somewhat. I mean, it's not real stretchy, but it's so soft. It's probably the bamboo that's doing it, but I'm pretty sure that does not exist anymore. Loops and Threads Perfect Pair. Sad. Okay, and then what the heck? You know, this is like Red Heart, Heart and Soul. You guys, this is really pretty. Both of these are absolutely gorgeous. Sorry about the lint, whatever that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? So this purple colorway is Victorian. And wait, this is tinier than the others. So this is a wool nylon blend. It is, Lord have mercy, that is tiny. 73 wool, 27 nylon. That's, let me see how stretchy that is. Yeah. Well, it's not a whole lot stretchier than the acrylic was, but oh my gosh, look how beautiful these are. This colorway is Sorbetto. Sorbet with an O. Okay, well did I say the spec? Yeah, I did say the specs. That Perfect Pair is 100 grams. So the Heart and Soul, everything's tiny. It's 50 grams. So, shorty socks or baby socks. Unless I have some solid as a, oh goodness. But it's still a win-win because sock yarn, oh, I'll definitely make use of it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can do baby socks. I would rather make hers in the ones with acrylic. There's also cotton. I don't have any, but there's also cotton yarn, cotton sock yarn out there. Like Premier, is that one wool-free sock? That is acrylic. Okay, so yeah, 93% acrylic and 7% PBT, which is the, I looked that up. That is a synthetic material that's kind of like actual rubber. And let me tell you, okay, let me show you this one first. This is something to do with fruit, ain't it? Oh no, it's Vegas lights. Vegas lights. Bring it back, Premier. Well, you know what? Gosh, I think they do have a sock yarn, but I should have looked all this up before I done a video, but I cannot remember for the life of me right now. But isn't that just so beautiful? And I love the way their stuff knits up there. It doesn't show it on here. But if I go back to, and I will of course show you guys once I do cast that on. But going back to, I didn't even show you the hank of that. But this is the one I'm making the baby sock with. The one that is right here. This stuff is so soft, you guys. So soft. The other sock I made, pair of socks I made her was also wool-free sock. Love it. Love it. Okay, I'm going on a half an hour here plus. So I'm going to show you guys. This hasn't been opened yet, but I'm going to try. This is Sock Ease from Lion Brand. Another one I forgot about that I had. These are 100 grams each, and I got 3 of them. 3. Definitely need socks for sure. That's on my bucket list. It might take a while, but yes, I will do it. And it is the colorway Cotton Candy. And let me see what the fiber is, content of these are, if I can, without taking them out. Oh, here we go. Let me get to the light here. I think. Okay. Okay, these are wool nylon blend. 75% wool, 25 nylon. So pretty. I don't want to open it because it's completely sealed and there's no way to open it without, there's no way to open it and then reclose it. So pretty though. Okay, so that is all the sock yarn that I have. I think I had this there with it, but it's not quite. It is so incredibly stretchy, and I have it's mystery yarn. Look how stretchy that stuff is though, guys. I got this a couple years ago, my first time ever going to the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival, and it was a super cheap. I don't think she even had it labeled, so I don't even know if it's, most likely it's wool, but oh my gosh, it's so crazy stretchy. I mean, it's like it could be used as elastic, but it feels like a sport weight, but I could still make socks out of it. You can make socks out of DK weight even. So I put it with my sock yarn simply because it's stretchy. I don't know how many grams I'd have to weigh it, but I'm talking fast now because this video is getting long and I apologize. But thank you so much for hanging out and sharing my excitement with me. I have more excitement coming Wednesday. I'll probably do the video right away because I'll be so excited to open up my hobby sock yarn. I got a bunch of it and can't wait to show you guys. Great deals on it too. Most of it was on sale. And of course I took advantage of the hobby rewards and got some of the Cozy Toes or whatever it's called. But I'm going to let you guys go. Like I said, I'm going to do a video about this too, but I am getting ready to start a members kind of thing. Just in case anyone out there wants to support my channel more than what you already are by watching and liking and sharing, commenting. In case you want to be a member of this channel. And I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day, whether you are a mother or you just celebrated your mother or your grandmother, or if you are a grandmother, whatever. And I hope everyone has a wonderful week as well. And I want to thank you again for coming and hanging out with me. And I will see you guys again very soon. Love you all, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.